What is going on, everybody? Hitmonchan here, back again with another Pokemon trading card game tabletop video, and this is going to be a little bit of a different video than what you're all used to from the Hitmonchan channel. We're going to be playing some tabletop gym leader challenge here, and we're going to be using the brand new Paldea Evolved cards in our decks. We just got finished with our pre-releases, so we got the new cards, we've been trying them out, we've been having a good time, and we're ready to go. So if you don't know what GLC is, I have Luigi here with me, my good friend and my opponent, and he's gonna give you the rundown of what to expect from this format.
Gym Leader Challenge is Andrew Mahone's custom format that he made. So basically, in this format, you pick one of the types of the game, so like fire type, water type, grass type, etc., right? And you build a singleton 60-card deck, singleton meaning one of every card except for basic energy, and all around that type. So you're in a fire deck, you're only allowed to use fire Pokemon. So you can't run a Blastoise in your fire deck, for example. You're stuck to only fire Pokemon, and it's a pretty creative format because you're limited to one of each card other than basic energy. So you really got to think, you really got to maintain your resources well, and then build a creative deck using that restriction. So.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, single prize, singleton format, and you can only use one type, so it's really, really cool. I've been loving this format, I've been building a bunch of decks, and today the deck I chose to show off is, more or less actually Andrew Mahone's list for metal type gym leader challenge. It's got the brand new Orthworm card, it's got Zamazenta from Crown Zenith, and it's got a bunch of tanky metal Pokemon that basically make the goal of the deck to hit hard and not get knocked out in the process.
Yeah, in my deck I'm going Colorless with Archeops from Silver Tempest, but we're going to try to get them out fairly using an older card called Fossil Research Lab, which allows you to end your turn by getting 2 Pokemon that evolve from an identified fossil onto your bench. So you can use that to grab Archon and then other fossil Pokemon, then evolve that into Archeops and accelerate your energy, getting quick setup using Archeops' ability to get a bunch of special energy on the board, and then swing with attackers like Snorlax from Lost Origin or Lugia from Celebrations. There's even a little surprise with a GX attack in there, even though you're not allowed to play GX Pokemon, so yeah. Hopefully I'll get to showcase that today in today's game.
Yeah, so a lot of cool things to like about the Gym Leader Challenge format, so we're not going to waste any more time. We are going to get right into it. Heads or tails, Luigi, what would you like?
I would love some tails.
Tails.
Which it is heads.
So I'm going to go second. Now this is something that's a bit different from the Gym Leader Challenge format, is most of the time you would prefer to go second because you can use a supporter to help you get set up fairly easily, and so on and so forth. Now I do have to mulligan here.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's getting a good look at my supporters. I'll show what I have over here.
I did get a basic Pokemon, so I will have the luxury of being able to just draw an extra card.
Yeah, this format's got a lot of cool quirks about it because you can use some Pokemon that usually don't get a chance to shine in the current standard format or in standard format in general. There's a lot of Pokemon that are really good in GLC that never really had their chance in standard. So that's another reason why I really like this. For example, Kangaskhan, one of my favorite Pokemon, is really good in Colorless GLC.
Good at revenge attack. We'll see. Maybe we'll see in this game. Oh yeah, I'll give it a little cut.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to take another mulligan. Oh man.
Yep.
Come on, Metal. Come on, Metal. You gotta show me some love over here. So you got to see a couple of my metal type Pokemon that I'm running today. One of them is the Bronzong from Phantom Forces with Metal Links, which lets you attach a metal energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So it is basically like Dynamotor, like Psychic Recharge, some familiar abilities. It's the same thing but for metal types, which is really, really strong in this deck. Now hopefully we can get a basic Pokemon going over here.
Another cut.
And let's see what magic we are going to be working with here. I did get a metal Pokemon. Beautiful.
I will be drawing 2 cards off the mulligan. Those are the 2 cards I got. Pretty good cards, if I do say so myself.
You're making me scared. You're making me scared. Anyways, I think it's time to get going. Colorless versus metal.
So I started by drawing for turn. I'm going to bench an unidentified fossil, which is an item, but you can play it as a Pokemon. It has 6 HP and is colorless. I can't retreat it, and it doesn't have any attacks, but at any time during my turn, I can discard this card from play. So following that, I will use a Capture Energy, which when attached, I can search my deck for basic Pokemon and put it onto my bench. So I'll just do a quick little deck search here, just because Singleton, it is good to manage your resources. Make sure you know what's available to you throughout the game, so you're not digging for something that you don't have. So I think what I'm going to grab here is a Minchino. I did see it on the first search. I think I lost it. Oh, there it is. Grabbing Minchino. I can shuffle up my deck from there. And with all that being said, I just got to pass. Can't play supporter turn 1, so...
All right. I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn here. Now, I have actually a pretty good turn 1. I do have a Bridget in my hand, which is like the card that you want to see. Because you can search your deck for 3 basic Pokemon. Put them right onto your bench. So this gives me a good opportunity to perform a little deck check here. Make sure I got all my fellas in my deck. Everyone that's going to be helpful to me at this stage. Yeah, I'm going to need to plan very carefully around this Tornadus start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tornadus for 1 energy does 30 and then discards a special energy from your opponent's active, and for 3 energy does 120, but I have to discard an energy from him.
Yeah, so I'm going to start by grabbing those 2 fellas, and something that really sucks is I don't have a 3rd basic to grab.
There's only 2 basics left.
There's 2 basics in my deck,
oh boy,
which gives me a really good idea as to what my prize cards are.
This is going to be an interesting game.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give my deck a good shuffle. I do still have more things to do here. Yeah, that's tough. That's really, really tough for me. But what I do want to do is just attach to my Orthworm, and then I just want to pass for turn.
Wow, so I will start with a draw for my turn. Then I will play the supporter card Winona, which allows me to search my deck for up to 3 colorless Pokemon and add them into my hand. So I will do just that. I'll go in, I'll grab a Chinchino, so I can start drawing a lot of cards. I'll go grab and... Interesting, I should have checked this earlier. It's fine. I'll go grab an Archon, and I'll go grab a Bidoof.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's kind of what I was expecting here.
Actually, we're not going to grab the Bidoof because I have another card in hand. I'm going to go grab the Snorlax.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then I'll play Level Ball, which allows me to search my deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less, which that'll grab the Bidoof.
That makes sense, yeah. Makes sense.
Can't Level Ball for the Snorlax, so it makes more sense to Level Ball for the 2 Pokemon that I can grab.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's got a pretty strong board state going on right now. He's got a lot of his Pokemon down. Unfortunately, I prized a lot of my Pokemon, which is not very good. But that's okay, because it's like we got our Orthworm down, we got our Baroom. We're gonna be in a pretty decent spot.
I'll evolve Unidentified Fossil into Archon, bench Bidoof, bench Snorlax, and evolve my Minchino into Chinchino.
Wow.
I will then I will attach a draw energy from my hand to Snorlax, which when attached, I can draw 1 card. So I will do that. I will then use Make Do to discard a Quick Ball from my hand and draw 2 cards. And I think from there, I just want to Jet Draft for 30 damage.
30 big ones. Okay, I'm going to draw for a turn here. Interesting. Well, I did top deck the Reverum, so I'm going to absolutely evolve it. Now, from here, I think I want to just go for a Ball Guy. So Ball Guy lets me search for 3 different item cards that have the word ball in their name, which is good because I can go get my, drumroll please, Hisuian Heavy Ball, which will let me get one of my basics out from my...
Dig out one of those Pokemon that are
from my prizes. And I also think I want to grab... what else? I probably want to get Timer Ball. And I get to take 1 more ball search card. I think I'm going to grab Level Ball. So I'm not even going to shuffle because Not yet, anyway. First, I'm going to play Hisuian Heavy Ball. So I can look through the prizes and see my fellas here. See my little guys. And I'm going to grab actually this Stellar Wish Jirachi.
Interesting grab.
Yeah. See, I do have the Magnemite in there, which I'm going to need sooner or later. But given the way my hand is, honestly, getting the Magnemite's not going to help me anytime soon. So I'm going to grab that Jirachi. I will play the Level Ball from my hand. I'll grab Bronzong. Bronzong with that Metal Links I was talking about earlier, which is going to be good for me to assist in powering up some of my Pokemon at some point or another.
And also keeps the Bronzor alive. So
yeah, for now.
Doesn't die to a Jet Draft.
Yeah, so I think what I want to do is actually, hey, I probably shouldn't have shuffled. I'm going to skateboard on this Bronzor just because I want to get a use out of Jirachi this turn. And I do want to play Timer Ball. So go for one heads.
One tails.
All right, one heads is better than none. So we do want to grab any of our evolutions. Probably Magneton is good. Just in case we can draw our good friend Magnemite.
Free one of them off the prizes.
Yeah. See, the way I'm looking at it, I can either get Hisuian Heavy Ball or Magnemite, or another basic, right? So Hisuian Heavy Ball gets me kind of a basic of my choosing if I choose it off the prizes. So it's not too bad. So I will retreat into this Jirachi for free, thanks to a skateboard. And then I'm going to Stellar Wish. So what Stellar Wish does is it lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck if Jirachi is your active Pokemon, and then you put a trainer you find into your hand and shuffle the rest.
And Jirachi goes to sleep.
And he goes to sleep, and he becomes a sleepy little guy. So from here, best card to get, probably going to be a Colorless, I think. For next turn, we're going to have a pretty good size Colorless to go. There we go. That Colorless can go into my hand. I'll evolve Bronzor into Bronzong. And then I'll attach Bravery Charm to my Orthworm, putting him at effectively 180 HP.
A really big guy.
Which is really, really good for now. And I'm going to pass, but I get to roll to see if my Jirachi wakes up.
And it does.
All right, welcome back, Jirachi.
Okay. I will draw for my turn. I will evolve my Bidoof into Bibarel. I'll use Make Do to discard my Tag Call and draw 2 cards. 2. I'll bench down Lugia. I will attach a Twin Energy to my Tornadus for turn. And then I will play a Marnie. So we each shuffle our hand, put it on the bottom of the deck, and then I draw 5, and then Jonathan draws 4.
Yeah, see, I'm glad that I attached that Bravery Charm then, because I had a fear of that guy getting thrown to the bottom of the deck, so I am glad that I put it into play here. Okay.
Yeah, you're good as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got a very good lot of 5 cards. I'm going to play the Pokemon Research Lab, which would let me end my turn by getting 2 unidentified fossil Pokemon, but I don't think I'm going to use it just to burn the card. I'm going to play Hisuian Heavy Ball, so I can look at my 6 prize cards and grab a basic of my choosing out of there. Here are what's in the prizes. No basics, but some spicy targets. You know what? I won't even bother shuffling it because I am going to follow that up with a town map.
Okay, yeah.
Which allows me to turn all my prize cards face up, so. Pretty rough with the Archeops, but I think I'm good enough to get there on my own because of the knockout here.
Yeah.
Which I will be taking. I'll use Air Slash for 120. Discarding the Capture Energy, knocking out the Jirachi, and I will take Archeops off of that.
Okay. Yeah, now that definitely puts me in like a very, very tough spot here. I think genuinely the best play is probably to go up with Reverum, because I do want to kind of save my Orthworm, especially because I don't have a lot of basic Pokemon to play. So I'm going to draw for turn. First thing I'm going to do is play Viridian Forest to bump that Pokemon Research Lab. Viridian Forest lets me discard a card from my hand, and then I can search my deck for a basic energy, so that is pretty nice. I think what I want to do right now anyway is, yeah, I do want to play that Viridian Forest, so I'll discard an Evo Soda from my hand and find an energy, so I can actually discard and draw with Reverum. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty decent so far. Nothing, you know, nothing that our good pal Orthworm can't handle. So I'm gonna shuffle that up. I will attach an energy for turn onto this Orthworm. Then I will use Rumbling Engine to discard a metal energy and draw 4 cards.
Very strong.
2, 3, 4. Very, very good for me. And now I can also use Metal Links on the Bronzong and put that energy onto the Orthworm. So now he's got 3 energy, and Orthworm's ability, Nutritional Iron, states that if it has 3 or more metal energy attached, it gets plus 100 HP. So this Orthworm is at 280 HP right now, which is absolutely insanity. Now, I think from here, I'm kind of content with where my hand is at, to be honest with you. I'm not too concerned about anything. So, but you know what? I do think, actually, I want to play an Escape Rope here.
I think I'm going to go up into the Lugia.
Yeah, I do want to kind of at least save the Reverum a little bit, all things considered. And yeah, from there, I'm just going to have to pass.
Okay, I will begin by drawing a card for turn. Ooh, very interesting top deck. I will evolve into Archeops. I will use Industrious Incisors to draw 2 cards, because I only have 3 in my hand. 2. Here's what the hand's looking like right now. I think I'm going to use Make Do, discarding an Evolution Incense, and drawing 2. 1, 2. I'm going to attach a double Turbo Energy to Lugia. And then I will play Colorless, which I'm going to shuffle my hand into my deck and draw equal to the number of benched Pokemon, which in this case is 7. I have 5. Jonathan has 2.
Yeah, 2 big guys. 2 big guys on bench.
Hopefully I can draw some nice cards. And hopefully launch an attack this turn. So right now I'm just doing 20 damage because Air Ball does 20 for each energy attached to both active. With 2 on double turbo, minus 20 from the double turbo.
Yeah.
Not doing a lot, so I'd like to do a little more. So I saw my Probo Turbo available too, so
should be able to make some waves here at the very least.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Interesting. I will play a Parallel City, bumping the Viridian Forest. So Parallel City is a little weird card for anyone new to the game. It is, when you play it, you either play it with like this, with one side facing your opponent and one side facing you, or you can flip it, having a side facing you or the other side facing your opponent. So the bottom side, the red side, says that each player's Pokemon's grass, fire, water Pokemon do 20 less damage, and the other side, the blue side, means that the opponent, the side the player's facing, can only have 3 Pokemon on their bench. So with me playing in this orientation, Jonathan's limited to 3 benched Pokemon.
Yeah, a little bit rough, I will say, for my no basic Pokemon in the deck.
I will use Archeops' Primal Turbo to look through my deck to get 2 special energy cards and attach them to one of my Pokemon. So I think here I'm going to grab... So if I do what? 80 minus 20 is 60. What that is knockout. So I will grab Counter Energy and Gift Energy.
Yeah.
So now I have 4. I could even just Deep Crush, but if I decide to Arrow Ball for the knockout, I get to Deep Crush next turn, because Deep Crush means that the Lugia wouldn't be able to attack the next turn. So. I will then attach a Fighting Fury Belt to my benched Snorlax because the math adds up fine on the active, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Minus 20 is 60 plus a 30.
Yeah.
So I will arrow ball for the knockout.
Is a big knockout.
And I will take a recycle energy off of the prize cards.
All right, now it is time for the worm to do his thing. Orthworm is coming up into the active spot. I'm going to draw for turn. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an energy in my hand, which is a little rough. But thankfully, I do have an N, which I'm going to play right now. So N is shuffle and draw, you know, equal to the amount of prize cards you have. I got 6 prizes left, so I got 6 chances to find an energy.
I have 4.
So even knowing that he got that recycle energy, putting it back into his deck is okay, but he can just fetch it out with Archeops, so it doesn't
it's
exactly...
kind of a plus for me.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly do too much, but hey, when life gives you lemons, you gotta do what you gotta do. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to find a energy of my, you know, choosing here. It'd be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome and pretty cool.
It will be hard for me to overcome this Orthworm here.
Yeah, he's a very strong, he's a very tanky and strong Pokemon. So that's what I really do like about this deck.
Would you like to cut?
No, you're okay.
So I will draw 4.
All right, and I get to draw my 6. 6, okay. Now from here, I do want to play a Trainer's Mail. Just let me look at the top 4 and put a trainer into my hand. Actually, this is really, really good because I can grab my town map from that top 4.
Very good. Yeah, so you can start mapping out his prize cards.
I can start mapping out the prizes, which is incredible. So I'll give the deck a nice little shuffle here. And I will actually play this town map, so my prizes can get flipped up, and you can see the the pain and the difficulty.
You have a lot of basics in there. Because remember, that heavy ball was another basic.
Yeah, which is like literally half the basics of my deck, I'm pretty sure, which is rough. So from here, I think I'm just gonna attach for turn because I did get that energy, thankfully, from the end. And I'm just going to shoot through to do 100 damage to the Lugia, and I get to place 30 damage anywhere that I like, thinking the best play is, you know, probably to kind of prep something. I know that Snorlax is, like, really, you know, he's really chunky. Like, I'm not going to be able to take him down in...
You're sitting at 180 or 190
190 HP, yeah. So I think the best play for the shoot-through is to kind of put on Tornadus.
Okay. I will start with a draw for turn. I will attach a float stone to barrel. I'll put a Flyinium Z Air Slash on Tornadus. So, what's it called? If this Pokemon has the attack Air Slash, you can use this GX attack, which does 180 damage and prevents all effects of attacks, including damage under this Pokemon during your next turn. So, I can use that to kind of buffer Tornadus. And then I will put a Muscle Band on my active Lugia. I will then Industrious Incisors for 3 cards. 2, 3. I'm going to Primal Turbo. So I get a pretty interesting set of choices here, I think. I kind of keep on attacking with Lugia until it goes down. So I think I'm going to just prep my next attacker. So I'm going to get a Recycle Energy and a Therapeutic Energy from the new set. So what Therapeutic Energy is, when it's attached to a Pokemon, it can't be asleep, confused, or paralyzed, and can't be affected by those special conditions. So if it already is, it heals. And if it hasn't, then it can't get them. And then Recycle Energy, whenever it is discarded from play, not from your hand, but only from play, it goes back into your hand. So if a Pokemon gets knocked out with it, it comes back to my hand. There's any cards like Enhanced Hammer, which discards special energy, it also comes back to my hand. So those guys will find their way onto my Snorlax.
Yeah, Therapeutic Energy, really, really good on that Snorlax.
Definitely. And I think from here, I've yet to play a supporter. So I think I'm going to not play one. I think, so Arrow Ball is doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16. So it's doing the same thing
as Deep Crush. Yeah.
As Deep Crush. So I might as well Arrow Ball for 160.
160 big ones. 160 damage on my big worm. I get to draw for turn. So here I do have an interesting choice, but it isn't exactly the greatest one to do. Yeah, this is a tough choice here. Yeah, no, this is a bit rough, I will say. But I think what I want to do is I'm going to play Malin Lana, and then I'm going to discard my Gloria and the Cape of Toughness. So I get to switch Orthworm to the bench, bring up River Room, and I get to heal 120 damage from the Orthworm.
A lot of healing there.
So he's back almost at full HP. But now from here, I gotta pass. There's nothing I can do.
Wow. That's good for me. I will draw. I will then... I think I'm going to make do. I'm going to make do away a timer ball. Discard that and drawing 2 fresh cards. And then I will Primal Turbo. Just take a look at what's left in this deck. A lot of energy still, so... I think I'm just going to go get a double colorless energy and attach them to Tornadus. Deck's getting a bit thin, but the board's looking nice.
Yeah, you got all the tools that you need here.
Archeops gives me a lot of advantage, so I will shuffle. And then I will play Guzma, which is a lot like the card Boss, but it switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their bench, and if you do, I have to switch my active with one of my bench. But luckily, just to save space, I will promote Bibarel and then use the Floatstone on it that gives a free retreat to retreat back into the Lugia. And then I will do another 160 damage.
But thankfully, the Orthworm is still kicking. He's still alive.
Using Arrow Ball. Same, but just to be specific, so I can attack again with Deep Crush if I want to, or Arrow Ball again next turn, even though it's most likely going down.
So I'm going to draw for turn here. Yeah, so we're still in a bit of a predicament, but I think the right play anyways is to go for a Clara here. And we can Clara back 2 Pokemon and 2 energy into our hand, but I don't have any energy in my discard pile, which is unfortunate. So I think what I do want to grab is Jirachi and Bronzor and just bench them both. And now I don't need to shuffle. This is my discard pile. And see, this is a really tough spot because I have my Magnemite and Zamazenta in the prizes, and I would need one of them to, you know, to help me out a little bit. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I think it might be the right play to retreat and go for a Stellar Wish, to be honest with you.
Ooh, more stalling.
I might have to. I don't know. I don't think I have another option because if Orthworm goes down, I don't have an attacker. And then I kind of just get swept from there. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do, unfortunately. I'm going to have to discard those 2, go into Jirachi. And we'll move this guy to the bench and go for a Stellar Wish so I can look at the top 5. 4, 5, grab a trainer. And now, I don't quite know. I think like what I have to grab is a Cynthia for next turn. And if everything goes well, maybe I can live to see another day.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not going to get my hopes up exactly, but we're going to see. So that Cynthia goes into my hand. And so that's just the end of my turn. Let's see if Jirachi wakes up.
He does not. I will draw for turn. I will then make do to discard my Stadium Nav and draw 2 cards. I drew into something a little special. I'll use Lysander, which is just Boss's Orders. It's just older print, and then I will promote Jonathan's Orthworm, and then I will Arrow Ball for the knockout, and I will take a Weakness card energy off of my prize cards.
Okay. We're not out of it yet.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what the play here could be, and honestly, I have no idea. My saving grace, I don't know. We're gonna promote Jirachi, and we're gonna draw for turn. Now, yeah, I think I want a Stellar Wish first, so I'll do my Stellar Wish. 4, 5. Look at that. That's actually okay, because I can grab a Rescue Stretcher here.
That's actually
which
pretty
is
big.
actually pretty good. I'm not going to shuffle, because when I play Rescue Stretcher, I'm going to shuffle some Pokemon back in. So I'll shuffle Orthworm. I will shuffle Bronzong. I think that's actually it. That's all I have in my discard pile, yeah. So I'm going to shuffle those guys back in, but no need to shuffle just yet, because I'm going to Nest Ball and grab my Orthworm, put him right back onto the bench, which is really, really good. And now I can attach a Shield Energy to that Orthworm, and I can play my Cynthia. So I can get some things going here, but I need like literally the stars to align.
I need a lot.
I need a lot in order to stay in the game here. But hey, you know what? Anything is possible. And I'm a believer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a believer. So maybe, just maybe, we're going to be okay here. Basically, I'm trying to find my Bronzong so I can get another energy on this Orthworm. And we're just going to go from there, basically, yeah. Not going to look too much into it. Try and make the comeback of a lifetime.
You're good.
And I'm going to draw 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Okay. So this isn't actually too bad. I can attach a Fighting Fury Belt to my Orthworm. I can evolve into my Bronzong and use Metal Links and put one of those energies onto Orthworm here. And now what I want to do is I'm going to Rumbling Engine, discarding an energy, drawing 3 cards. And from there, I think I think I just have to pass.
Okay, so you get to roll for a sleep.
Jirachi wakes up.
Does not.
Jirachi does not.
I will draw for turn. I will attach a weakness card energy to my Archeops, which not really for attacking, just so I can retreat it effectively. Then I will play Versus Seeker, which allows me to put a supporter card from my discard pile back into my hand. I'm going to grab the Guzma,
yeah,
and I will replay it down, targeting the Orthworm.
Man.
Here I can't unfortunately use this Lugia, so I'm going to switch into the Big Lax. Oops. Yeah, there we go. And then from here, I'm going to then use Thumping Snore for 180 plus 10, 190 damage.
And even with the shield energy.
Yeah, you know with the shield, you're at 180 effectively?
I'm at 190. No?
170.
70. Oh, it's only 10. Oh, I thought it was
only
20.
10.
Oh, man. Oh, man, Orthworm.
And I will
Orthworm,
take Arvid off the prizes. And Snorlax would normally go sleep, but thanks to the therapeutic energy, Snorlax stays awake. So I don't have to worry about him, you know.
All right, we're going to draw. Oh, man, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, I think you're out of recovery.
Yeah, because my Revive is prize.
And the loser mean to get the Colorless prize.
Oh, my gosh, this is horrible. This is so bad. Okay, well, to start, I'm going to Ultra Ball away Research. Or not Research, Rare Candy, because it doesn't matter anymore. And probably just Iono. Iono honestly doesn't matter in this situation.
Because I have Bibarel and Chinchino set up.
Yeah.
So I get to 2, I draw to 5, I discard 1, I draw another 2, so I get basically back up to my regular hand size.
Yeah, I can get a Pokemon, but like I don't even really want to at this point. You got 2 prizes left.
Yeah, 2 prizes left. I got my Tornadus, I got a Lugia, you got Archeops.
You can attack with Archeops if you need to at some point.
Yeah, Aerodactyl didn't get to make the limelight because he got trapped in the prizes, and I had to evolve and identify it into Arkin, but
yeah.
Aerodactyl's a really good attacker. He does 90 plus 90 more if you don't have any EX or GX on the bench, and because this format, you can't run any EX or GX.
Yeah.
He just does a free 180 damage. Or 3 energy, 180 damage.
Yeah, I think that's it for me here. I don't think I can even take a knockout or anything. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. I can't get an attacker online.
The Snorlax will just kind of clean up. If not, it has his buddies on the bench.
He has his friends. So yeah, I'm gonna fold my hand. I can't do too much.
Yeah. Now we're just getting Archeops out really early. Accelerating.
Yeah, Archeops is really strong.
Also prizing all of your bench.
All of your Pokemon. Yeah. Really unfortunate, but hey, that's just how it goes sometimes when you're playing in GLC. So not the greatest game, but you know what? I think it actually showcased pretty well the comeback potential, anyway, of a deck. Because, like, you know, in 2 spots, I was almost able to bring Orthworm back from the dead and bring him back into the action to maybe, just maybe, get a prize card. Or even attack off, but you had the Guzma, then the boss, then the Versus Seeker in hand.
Yeah, I basically had consecutive gusting, which
is really rough. Just needed one more turn in order to save himself there. But still a good game nonetheless. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. More GLC content to come for sure. There's so many different, you know, every type has its own deck in GLC.
And even within those types, other decks spawn. There's multiple Psychic decks, and even other Colorless and Metal decks. So.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot that you can do within Gym Leader Challenge. So I suggest, you know, that you check it out. If you're kind of not feeling the standard format, or you want to play with some older cards that you used to love when you played a long time ago, I think Gym Leader Challenge format is the right format for you.
GymLeaderChallenge.com is a great resource Mahone set up to showcase the format. Yes. Sample deck lists and just ideas and everything.
Yeah, it's really good. You can learn how to play the format, learn the ins and outs. You know, a lot of cards are... Well, I mean, a lot of cards are staples in GLC that aren't staples in Standard anymore, like Marnie or Ordinary Rod. A lot of decks will be running those, and you can't play them in Standard anymore. So it's an entirely different meta to learn, and it's a whole lot of fun to play. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. You know, let me know, what do you think of the GLC video? What do you like? What do you dislike? What would you keep? And what would you change about any of these decks? I'm trying to find my Orthworm. There he is.
Good guy.
About any of these decks. I think that they're a whole lot of fun, and I think that they both have potential to be very strong. And yeah, give me, you know, like the video if you enjoyed it, as I already said. And yeah, with all that said and done, Hitmonchan out.